Welcome everyone, Costini here with a continuation of my Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition Return of Rome campaign on hard difficulty, Roman Repute. Now I've tried this mission 2 times and I failed this 2 times because this is a limited resource mission, but your enemy is actually quite difficult to deal with. And it is the Dacians under Decebalus.
Domitian's successor was a good man, but a poor ruler. Nevertheless, he shared my loyalty to Rome and sought to reverse the damage that Domitian's folly had done. With no sons to pass the mantle to, Emperor Nerva named me as his heir before striding on into the afterlife after 2 short years on the throne. The immense honor of steering the might of Rome is matched only by the weight of its responsibility. I am a general, not a senator. My mind is built for the straightforwardness of the battlefield, not the intricacies of politics. I can, and I must, learn to be a politician, but in the meanwhile, I should play to my strengths. The divided Roman people need a common enemy, and I will give them that. North of the Danube lies Dacia, a barbarous kingdom, but one also rich in gold and silver. Its wily king Decabalus once played Domitian for a fool, negotiating an unfavorable treaty that tarnished Roman imperial repute. My loyal cousin, Hadrian, will join me on this campaign and learn from my example. I will unite the Roman people, take vengeance on a haughty foe, and enrich our struggling economy all in one fell swoop.
Well, it's certainly not going to be as easy as he makes it out to be. In fact, this probably might end up being one of the hardest missions that I end up fighting in one of these games.
Emperor, I will hold the line in the east, but you must rob the enemy's will to fight before I am overwhelmed. Keep our armies supplied with loot, and my technicians will improve our weaponry.
Okay.
Look out! A Dacian ambush!
Let's deal with their ranged units. And that's going to give me some resources. Alright, get the tower. Alright, so there's a bunch of storehouses. That's the only resources I'm going to get in this entire campaign.
We can use these buildings to train more soldiers!
Okay. Scale armor infantry for you. So we are in the Bronze Age, basically the Heroic Age. We're going to get to the Iron Age in this mission. And one of the things to remember is that... Okay.
I have received my share of the loot. We will put it towards the war.
And now I need to get broadsword infantry. They're weak versus archers, and I'm going to be dealing with a lot of archers in this mission. Now these guys, let's see here. Alright, +1 against scale armor cavalry for you. Okay, deal with those archers. Now these guys can be upgraded into legionaries if you look at us, because you can get them into longswordsmen, into legionaries. Now that is going to be expensive, so I'm not sure if I want to do it.
Mission tried to defeat me once before. Let us see if you are.
See indeed. Alright, more resources.
I have received my share of the loot. We will put it towards the war effort.
Alright, let's draw the... Draw the defenders here. That's the cavalry. Gone. Good.
We can use these buildings to train more soldiers. With these ships, we can send men to assist our allies.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. If I have to send troops to save Hadrian, it's all over anyway. He will face an overwhelming attack at one point, which he will not be able to defeat. It's gonna be a hoplite attack. So right now I'm just gonna get a bunch of units. It's gonna take a while. Now he's got some broadswordsmen, but they're not gonna be able to defeat the hoplites. The hoplites are just much better units than what he has available. Alright, they're gone. Alright, now to start pumping out siege equipment.
We can use these buildings to train more soldiers.
Now, as you can see, I have...
Logistics are the key to victory, Emperor. Why field 5 agents when we can field 10?
Alright. I'm gonna need cavalry. Alright, pull these guys back. And I'm gonna sell some of the... Okay. And then I'm gonna need more of that.
We can use these buildings to train more soldiers.
Alright, let's get a bunch of cavalry.
Towards the war effort. I have received my share of the loot. We will put it towards the war effort.
So, Romans are still the pillagers that they have always been.
Okay.
I will personally hew your throat with my blade.
Let's get HP. And get slungers. Also buff his cavalry HP. And now he's getting hoplites. We need to be fast. What can I say?
Can use these buildings to train more soldiers.
Okay.
I have ignored the Western Front for too long. Prepare to face my wrath, Trajan.
Now I have to wait. And I might want to send the cavalry to save Hadrian from the constant harassment he's gonna get right now.
My men have made a major breakthrough. With this new weaponry, we will crush Dacia.
The enemy is at our gates. Hold the fortress with your lives and cover my retreat.
Well, this is the problem that crops up, doesn't it? And there's nothing I can do about it. Really, that's the problem. Oh, I can try and fight it. As you may notice. As you may notice, his cavalry, his ranged units are just running in circles around me. Okay. Oh, shit. That's not gonna work. Let's send these guys back. Okay.
gates. Hold the fortress with your lives and cover my retreat.
Well, Adrian has decided to do absolutely nothing, and I'm out of resources. I guess I could have built a lot more scorpions. That would have certainly helped the situation a lot. Though, keep in mind, I couldn't build those scorpions until I was in the Iron Age, so... yay. Let's fall back. And I just need range. I need a range. To be able to hit the towers with the catapults. So I'm gonna need to sell the stone and buy some food. And get a truckload of these guys.
The enemy is at our gates. Hold the fortress with your lives and cover my retreat.
Abedane, Rut, Somas. Abedane, One. Abedane, Somas. Rut, One. RatOmus. One. RatDirectus. Rat. Abadatus. Abadarectus. RatDirectus. Direct evil goddess. Abadactus.
Well, okay, so that's not gonna cut it. We just need to move slowly then. Really got some stats. Well, that's not gonna work. Let's stand our ground.
Thomas.
The Cabalus is nowhere to be found, but we have captured his sister in this fortress. Now, he will surely surrender.
Well, that was a long slugging match, but I did manage it. If I had saved up for upgraded Scorpion, that might have worked better, but I guess, well, Scorpion meta works out in the end. Questine signing out, I guess.
Peace between Dacia and Rome was the story of one man's panic and another's bluff. As Decapulus saw my legions thrust into his realm and capture his sister, he must have feared that the end was near. Yet my imperious tone and stern demands during the negotiations were a mere facade. With only a few legions on the front, I knew in my heart that I lacked the strength to overthrow Decapulus today. But he did not. For now, the conman has been beaten at his own game, but I know better than to trust a cornered wolf. As we march home after a draining campaign, I have tasked my best architects with building a bridge across the Danube into Dacia. If Decapulus shows even a hint of treachery, my legions will now have a direct route to his front door.
Yep, and next time around, he's not gonna throw a couple of legions against Dacia, he's gonna throw half the entire Roman army. That should give you an idea of how difficult Dacia was to conquer. If I think he sent, what, 10, 20 legions? It's hard to know, right? Because you don't know how many auxiliaries he had or anything like that. We lack a lot of historical data, unfortunately. But it did take a significant effort for the Romans to defeat small Dacia. Granted, Dacia was also betrayed by some of its allies who did decide to join Rome. That's kind of one of the things that did happen over here. But it was a question of Roman vengeance. You don't just defeat Rome and walk away. They will be back. If they aren't coming back, then more or less Rome has fallen. It did take them years, but Domitian's failure was avenged by Trajan. Anyway, Questine here signing out. This was an awful mission on every level. I just did it because, you know what, I don't accept defeat, but don't play this mission on hard unless you fancy doing that. I mean, I guess you could save up resources just to get a lot of siege very quickly and get upgraded scorpions to do it, but it's an awful mission design, honestly, and I think it's an issue with Age of Empires in general. Stay tuned for more.